How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Flicking Things. My name is Daniel, back with another review, and today we're going to be reviewing The Gray Man. So when it comes to Netflix movies, I feel like they're a hit and miss, and I feel like this movie is probably around the middle, so to speak. So yeah, basically what this movie is about is Ryan Gosling. He's in prison for murder. In the beginning, they really don't tell you why he's in prison. They explain that later. Billy Bob Thornton's character basically comes to him and is like, hey, I'll free you out of prison if you work for us. We've seen this type of story like a bunch of times, so that's probably why I really didn't care for the story too much, but I'll get into that later. So yeah, I thought this movie was a decent movie. I thought the action was great. I mean, the action here is probably top notch on like stuff you see like in bigger movies and stuff. So I thought like the choreograph on the action was really great. They had a few drone shots that were pretty awesome. The big standouts are Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans. I thought they really did a great job. Chris Evans' character was it was pretty interesting to see him because you're used to see him as Captain America, but this one he's a straight up villain. I thought his acting was great in this movie. However, in saying that, there is some bad that comes with his character. I feel like it can be a little, even though he was great, like he acted really great in the movie. His character himself was a little over the top, where it became comical, borderline comical, where I was laughing and it was just like, okay, like this guy's ridiculous. It was a little too, like I said, it was a little too over the top, where I couldn't really take him serious. Where I was like, you can tell I was supposed to take him serious, but a lot of times I really couldn't because he was just like goofy and just like yeah, just like a typical late 90s 2000 type of villain, just those very campy type of villains. The story itself, like I mentioned in the beginning, it's not something that we haven't seen before. We've seen this type of story the whole, like, bunch of times. And I think that's the weakest point of the movie, where basically it kind of took me out of the movie because the whole movie was pretty predictable. And I felt like the writers, they played it safe. Like, I feel like they didn't tried anything new. It was just like, okay, we have a government bad guy, he turns out not to be the guy that we thought he was. Like I said, typical, 90s to early 2000s type of espionage movies. So that really took me out of the movie because like I've seen this. It was just like literally from beginning to end, it was really predictable. I was like, okay, like it came to the point where I didn't really care so much about the movie or as much as I cared about the action, because like I said, the action is top notch. I was basically sitting there waiting for the next action piece, and then the ending, it was very underwhelming. It was like I said, predictable. I felt like it dragged a little bit too much towards the end. So yeah, I just felt like there wasn't enough to keep me intrigued. I just like I said, when it comes to like those hit and miss movies in Netflix, I would say it's like in the middle. It has enough action in it to keep you into the movie, keep you intrigued. Overall, it's a good, decent action movie. Like it took me back to like those, like I said, 90s or late 90s, early 2000s type of movie. There's enough action to keep you entertained. It's a good, fun movie that you could watch. It's like a Saturday night popcorn movie. I feel like if you're chilling at home, you want a movie to pop on, this will be a good, fun one. So yeah, I'm going to give this movie a score. I was going to give it a 2.5 rating, but I'm going to go a little bit higher. I'm going to go with a 3. Despite the underwhelming story, I think it does make it up with the action. Like I said, the action's pretty great. So I'm going to give it 3 out of 5 La La Lands. So yeah, that's gonna do it for my review. Stay tuned for my review of Bullet Train. We'll be seeing that in the next couple of days, so stay tuned for that. If you like this review, click like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.